Hello my friends, welcome to my channel Discover with Kim. I'm Kim, I'm so excited you're here with me today. Welcome to this week's book chat. This week we're going to be picking out my August TBR together. Let's get to it. So this month I decided that I'm going to break out my trusty prompt bowl because I'm not really sure what books I want to read in August and I don't really want to mood pick them. I'm not really sure how else to pick them, so I'm going to use my prompt bowl. And then if you guys have any ideas for different ways to pick my monthly TBRs, I'd love if you left them down below because I'm kind of feeling like I want to switch it up a bit, but I'm not really sure what change to do, so let me know your thoughts down below. But anyways, we're going to be using my TBR bowl, and hopefully we will be getting a good variety of books. These are the books that I have on my to be read pile right now. All my other books are currently wrapped up for my summer reading challenge, so these are all the books I have to choose from for my August TBR, and hopefully we'll get a good variety. I'm going to be picking 5 different books, and then I'll have a bonus book at the end that I'll explain why I picked it. But yeah, let's get right into picking our first prompt. Okay, let's see what it says. A fantasy novel. I'm very excited for this. I'm kind of feeling in my fantasy mood right now. So let's see what fantasy novel options we have. We have Night Weaver. That one might be good because it's about pirates. We have The Rose Bargain. We have Silver Elite. This one I'm kind of excited to read. The Amalfi Curse might be fantasy, I think. I could consider that fantasy. A Curse Carved in Bone, that is the second in a series. Enchantra is the second in a series. The Half King, The Neverless, and 3 Shattered Souls. The Enchanted Greenhouse. His Face is the Sun. A Simple Twist of Fate, and The Warbler. Okay, well, I'm going to go with my gut on this one because this is a book I am so very excited to read. So the first book on my August TBR is going to be The Enchanted Greenhouse by Sarah Beth Durst. This book is a cozy fantasy book. It is second in a interconnected but standalone series. The first one was The Spell Shop, and then this one just came out in July, and it is the second in the series, and it sounds so cute. It says a new standalone cozy fantasy set in the world of The Spell Shop. So same world, but different characters, standalone. This one is about a woman named Turlu Perna. She broke the law because she was lonely. She cast a spell and created a magical spider plant, and as punishment she was turned into a wooden statue and tucked away in an alcove in the reading room in the great library. It should have been the end of her story, but one day she wakes up and it's the cold of winter on a nearly deserted island full of magical greenhouses. Hundreds of them. Hundreds of magical greenhouses. How fun does that sound? She's starving, freezing, and the only other human on the island is a grumpy gardener. To her surprise, he offers her a place to sleep, clean clothes, and freshly baked honey cakes, at least until she's ready to sail home. But Turlu doesn't want to return home, and as she goes closer with the unwittingly charming gardener, Yarrow, she learns the magic that sustains the greenhouses is failing, causing the death of everything within them. Turlu knows she must help, but even if that means breaking the law again, this time, though, she isn't alone. Assisted by Yarrow and a sentient Rose, Turlu must unravel the secrets of a long-dead sorcerer. She wants to save the island and have a fresh chance at happiness and love. It sounds so sweet, it sounds so cute, and I absolutely love The Spell Shop. Spell Shop was my favorite book of the year so far. It was the first book I read this year, and it was my absolute favorite, so I'm so excited to read the second one, and I'm definitely going to be reading this in August because, yeah, I can't wait to get this read. Alright, next up, so we are going to leave this prompt out because we already used it. We're going to see what other prompts we are going to get today. Let's have you guys take a look first. Tackle a series. Whew, wow, that is really giving it to me. So there's only one series that I have on this TBR shelf right here. Everything else, I have a couple that are the start of a series. This is the start of a series. This is the start of what's going to be a series. But the only books I have that go together in a series are these 4. These are the Dirty Air series. It is a Formula One romance series. There are 4 books in the series, and I have all 4 of them. I have not read a single one of them. So yeah, this is going to be the series I'm going to tackle because it's the only one that's currently on my TBR back here that is a full series, and I don't even have any that are like 2 or 3 in a series. This is the only one that I have multiple of the series on the shelf behind me right here. So this is my only choice. So from adding 1 book to my TBR, I just added 4. But we'll do what we can. Hopefully maybe I can just tackle these in like 1 week. I'll just do a whole like Formula One Dirty Air series binge and read them all. That would be fun. So I'm going to talk about them just really quickly. They are by Lauren Asher. The first book is called Throttled. It is about Noah and Maya. So Maya is the sister of Noah's teammate, so basically they're enemies, but a romance starts to happen. The second one is called Collided. This one is between Sophie and Liam. Liam is Formula One's golden boy, but he's a fraud, and Sophie wants to keep him in the friend zone, but instead he strikes a deal with her. So they're part of the rival teams, and they decide to strike a deal together. Number 3 in the series is called Wrecked. This one is between Jax and Elena. Jax is addicted to pills, alcohol, and adrenaline, and Elena is a public relations person, so she is going to be the public relations woman to help Jax with his issues. Finally, the 4th story is Redeemed. This is Santiago and Chloe's story. Santiago destroyed his career with 1 mistake, and Chloe broke into his house thinking that he had stolen her phone, and instead of like calling the police, he asked her to be his fake girlfriend. So this is fake dating. This one is like falling for a worker, like she's his public relations woman. This one is Friend Zone, and this one is Enemy's Sister. So that is the 2nd book on my TBR for August, which is going to be the Dirty Air series. Alright, let's keep it going. Zach picks the genre. That is my boyfriend. So I'm going to go ask him what genre he thinks that I should read. So give me a minute. So Zach, my boyfriend, I went into the other room. He's playing video games, so I didn't bring my camera, but I asked him to pick a genre for me. I was like, I need you to pick a genre. Could you pick a book genre for me? And he picked romance. So we need to pick a romance book. Let's see what we have. We have The Love Haters by Catherine Senner. I don't have that many pure romances. We have 7-Year Itch by Amy Dawes. Grin and Beard It by Penny Reed. That's the 2nd in a series, so I don't want to do that one. A First Time for Everything by K.L. Walter. King of Envy, but that's number 5. Ooh, The Striker by Anna Huang. I think this one's actually perfect because I think it takes place during the summer, so I need to get it done before summer's over, right? It's really fat though, so that's asking a lot of myself, isn't it? That is definitely asking a lot of myself, but I do want to get it done in the summertime because I think it's based in summer. Let me read you the synopsis. She's the only woman he wants and the only one he can't have. Asher Donovan is a living legend, the darling of the Premier League, the arguably greatest footballer in the world, but his reckless antics and recent team transfer has caused much controversy, and when his feud with his rival turned teammate costs them a championship, they're forced to bond during off-season cross-training. Surviving the summer shouldn't be hard until Asher meets their new trainer. She's beautiful, talented, and no matter how hard he tries, he can't take his mind off her. The only problem? She's his rival's sister and completely off limits. Scarlett DeBoy is a former prima ballerina whose career was cut short by a tragic accident. Now a teacher at a prestigious dance academy, but still haunted by the ghosts of her past, the last thing she wants is to spend the summer cross-training Asher Donovan of all people. She swore she would never date a footballer, but when her brother leaves town for an emergency, she finds herself thrown into a dangerously close proximity with the gorgeous, charming striker. Training she can deal with, but falling in love? That's out of the question, especially when he's the only person with the power to break her heart. That sounds really, really cute, and it's between a soccer player and a former ballerina, and I am both a former soccer player and a former ballerina, so this is kind of perfectly up my alley. And I'm pretty sure that the next book is coming out soon, so I think as a reward, if I read my entire August TBR, maybe I'll reward myself with book 2, because that seems like a good reward, right? right? But yeah, so I think, or I know, this is gonna be book 3 for my TBR, a romance book picked by Zach. The Striker by Anna Huang. Next up. Genre I'm in the mood for. Okay, so basically I get to mood pick a book. That's exciting. So I have a ridiculous amount of romance on here, so it's not going to be romance. Thinking it's going to be romantasy, because romantasy, I mean, that's still romance though. Okay, so I decided to go with one that I feel like I want to read during the summertime because it's a mood pick and it's a summer mood. This one I know is based on like treasure hunting, so I thought this would be perfect for summertime because, I mean, look, there's even a little like piratey ship on it. Tell me that's not summer vibes. That's definitely summer vibes, summer mood. So I was like, okay, I'm in. So let's give it a read. Powerful witchcraft, a hunt for sunken treasure, forbidden love on the high seas, beware the Amalfi curse. That sounds really fun. That sounds really good. It says, Haven Ambrose, a trailblazing nautical archaeologist, has come to the sun-soaked village of Positano to investigate the mysterious shipwrecks along the Amalfi Coast. But Haven is hoping to find more than old artifacts beneath the azure waters. She is secretly on a quest to locate a trove of priceless gemstones her late father spotted on his final dive. Upon Haven's arrival, strange maelstorms and misfortunes start plaguing the town. Is it nature or something more sinister at work? As Haven searches for her father's sunken treasure, she begins to unearth a centuries-old tale of ancient sorcery and one woman's quest to save her lover and her village by using the legendary art of Straheria, a magical ability to harness the ocean. Could this magic be behind Positano's latest calamities? Haven must unravel the Amalfi curse before the rain is destroyed forever. Not at all what I remember this book being about, if I'm being honest. But I think it sounds fun. I think it sounds good. I think it sounds a little bit different. And I definitely think it sounds like a great summer read. So yes, I'm in. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. We are actually on our last pick already. Yeah, that actually happened really, really fast. The last prompt of my August TBR is, hopefully it's something good, friends. Is it something good? A mystery thriller. That's perfect. I don't have a mystery thriller yet. That's perfect. Okay, so I don't have very many on here. We have Next to Heaven might count. You Belong Here, You Don't Belong Here by Megan Miranda. It's definitely a mystery thriller. That one I want to save for September. I do. And here we go. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. This is a young adult thriller novel, and I am so excited to read this one. I've been kind of chomping at the bit to read it, but I've just had so many other books I want to read that I just haven't gotten to it. So adding it to my August TBR is the perfect way to entice myself to read it. It is the story of an investigation turned obsession. That is literally what it says. It says, pretty and popular high school senior Andy Bell was murdered by her boyfriend Sal Singh, who then killed himself. It was all anyone could talk about, and 5 years later, Pip sees how the tragedy still haunts her town. Now a senior herself, Pip decides to re-examine the closed case for a final project, at first just to cast doubt on the original investigation. But soon she discovers a trail of dark secrets that might actually prove Sal innocent, and the line between past and present begins to blur. Someone in Fairview doesn't want Pip digging around for answers, and now her own life might be in danger. That sounds so cute. It is a young adult mystery thriller, so hopefully it'll be a fun and light read to kind of tie up my August TBR. Okay, friends, I did mention that there's going to be a bonus read this month, so this is going to be just a fun bonus read. Let me grab it. Alright, so my bonus read for the month of August is Warriors, the graphic novel #1. This is a graphic novel about cats. It is by Erin Hunter, and I believe it is based off 2 actual novels, also called Warriors, about cats. I think this is a graphic novel of 2 of those novels. They are children's novels. This is a graphic novel for children or anyone of all ages. So the reason I am picking this is because my nephew read this and he loved it, and he's been telling me that I need to read it. So I finally picked it up and I told him, and he was all excited, and he said that he wants to reread it with me. So in the month of August, we are going to book club this together. I see him once a week for like a family dinner. So we are going to be picking how much we're going to read each week, and then the next week we're going to talk about it. So this is definitely a bonus August read that I want to add to my TBR just for fun and to show the record of it, because me and my nephew are book clubbing it for the month of August, and I think that's going to be so fun. So The Warriors graphic novel is my bonus for my August TBR. We officially have, oh my gosh, an August TBR. That is huge. Holy crap. So let's just go through it really quick, shall we? We have my bonus TBR item, Warriors graphic novel. We have my mystery thriller prompt, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. We have my mood pick prompt, which was Summer Mood, and that is The Amalfi Curse. We have a Zach Picks the Genre, which is romance, and we have The Striker. We have Tackle a Series, which was the only series available, which is fine. That is the Dirty Air series, a romance series. And finally, we have a fantasy novel, which was The Enchanted Greenhouse. That, my friends, is my August TBR. I am, oh my gosh, trying to pick it up. I'm so excited to tackle all of these books in August. I'm a little intimidated because I'm also still doing my summer reading challenge, so I plan on tackling like 5 other books at least on top of all of these, but that is okay. It's going to be a month of reading, and we'll see how we do and how much we can get done. Hopefully I can just kind of tackle these all and just really fly through them. That's the hope, that's the dream, but we'll see if that actually happens. But yeah, that is my August TBR, chosen by my prompt jar with the help of you. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for helping me pick out my August TBR. So excited to read all these books. Let me know down below if you've read any of these books and what you thought of them. Let me know, like, should I definitely read one of these first in August, or should I maybe save it to the end? Is it a different kind of mood for a different month? Let me know, and let me know what you guys are reading in August, because I would love to hear what your August TBR includes and chat all things books. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a fantastic week. Live well, read some books, and go discover, my friends. Bye. Oh, 5 books, I said. 5 books. It's just like when I go book shopping.